Hi guys, Justin here. Welcome Farm 26 and a month review time. It is the 30th of June, and I was kind of thinking to myself, well, what can I do to make this maybe not different, but interesting? You know, nothing too involved in anything, and come up with this right here. I like to know what I've got in there. So what I got is two carburetors. One's a half, and if you're watching the videos, you'll know where it comes from. And the other is pretty assembled. And I'm gonna try and see if I can't figure if I can make one good carburetor out of the two. They are both, and I'm just kind of trying to clean up here a little bit. TSX97, they should both be that. And a TSX97, yep, they should be same carburetor. I kind of figured they were. This one's off a combine. Combine's been long scrapped a long time ago. I was able to get in and get some of the stuff off of it before that happened. But his problem is someone busted the carburetor linkage off. And let's see, has he got the same fittings otherwise? Man, they're even angled about the same. Let's see, I need a crescent wrench. So, got my crescent wrench here, and what we're going to do is strip fuel line off. Okay, we're going to want him, but we don't need him right now. And man, did I pick the best pair of pants for this. Holes everywhere. Trying to figure out what I want to do with this linkage. So I know if you pull the shaft straight out, the butterflies, not always, but can be difficult to line up true. Not saying a guy can't get them in, and you know what, there's lots of guys that have tried. But okay, I wonder if they're staked. They do not look staked. Yeah, let's just try and see if he comes out. If he comes out gently, we might just pull them out. If they're staked and it gets ugly, yeah, you really got to watch for them being staked. One little screw that I'll never get back. Well, he's back. I didn't lose him. Okay, they're both that way. I was looking, sometimes they split the shaft, and your butterflies don't always end up being the same, even though they should be a machined to fit deal. Come out of there. There he is. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. The split pin seen its better day. Maybe we just get rid of him right off the get-go. Yeah, look at that. That'll all come apart. Now I know it sounds kind of stupid, but one thing I don't want to do is flip that linkage upside down. Yeah, I just worked on one that got flipped upside down, and it just did some really weird things. Not that it didn't run right or whatever, but it messes with your governor a bit. Or it can. Okay. So that's the main thing we needed out of here. But let's strip. Our fitting. Well, someone had some fun with this on a combine. That idle adjust screw, if you could get that any more open. Okay, another thing we're going to steal out of this is the spring. Okay, he's not happy coming out. Yeah, there it is. There's some oil. And as you know, empty. Just kind of trying to give everything a bit of a douse because this carburetor here is not the world's greatest. He has some, well, he's got his frozen up issues too. Okay. And the one that we didn't. There. Okay, let's see if we can't get this linkage somewhat freed up. Okay, so he's only froze on one side. Well, he's not moving, not nicely. So, I think what we're going to do is numbers. Numbers. We got good numbers this month. Real good. Channel's really been growing. And for numbers, what we got, June, end of month. Current subscribers, 117. I wonder if I got that handy. this last month was, no, oh, we're not in that month. Yeah, this little book here, it is not every video I've ever made, but a lot of them. It's the clips, and you put them in order, and or I put them in order so I can kind of keep them somewhat organized. April. Where's May? End of month May. So 72. We had 72. And we had gotten 28 in May. June we got 35. Brings a grand total to the channel at 117. Subscriber, thank you. The new ones that are listed, or that I can see. And if you're one of those that don't get mentioned and you choose not to share your identity, I understand that, and that's just fine. I just want to say thank you to all those that did subscribe, and I don't know who you are. But if you did and you're letting the world know, I'm going to let the world know that you came here. We got True Blue Farmer, MA70 with JZ GTE. Caboose, Norway. I think that's Norway. I'd like to know. Leave a comment below if it's you. I used to work offshore, and I used to be on an Eidsvik boat, so you might may or may not know any of that. But anyways, we got Obie Acres, Jurgen Scheppers, Fjord Farming. I like that one. I didn't check their channel out. I was gonna, and I just didn't get there yet. Buchanan, Sulzaba, Max, Dairyman, 4440, 4450. I take it he's a John Deere guy. I didn't check his channel out either, but 4440, 4450. I tell you what, I'd like to have a 4440. 50, I don't think I'd want a 44. If I was to get into a 50 series, I think I'd want either a 46 or a 48, and I'd lean closer to a 48 than a 46. Their front wheel assist was just real good on them. But then we got Brent DeBoer and Brandon Dempsey. If I botched your name, I apologize. And let's see. Okay, and the rest of that, not real worried from last month. My numbers are going to be a little different than previous. I want to compare a little bit, but I kind of just want to let you guys kind of know what's going on. So this month we had a watch time of 346 hours, and that astounded me. Them watch hours have really been climbing, and that give us to a total for the year so far 956. And that's really approaching. I'm not going to say it's a milestone, but it's a little goal. It's a stepping stone, and that'd be 1,000. Just so you guys kind of know, views for the month was 6,500. We had a total of 17,900 to the best that I could calculate to date. Best watch time day was 21 hours. So I mean, it's all creeping up there. It's all growing pretty. It's kind of interesting being on my side. If you don't put the videos up, if you put videos up, you know this side. But it's kind of interesting watching what you guys are actually doing there. You can't see a lot, but it does tell you, base numbers. I can't say, yeah, Bob over there watched this, this, and this. It won't show me that, but it will say that, you know, the whole viewing, you know, what actually happened on the channel. It doesn't list any names or any, you know, small specifics, other than if you want to talk like a certain video specific, it'll show it on that end. But videos are up this month, 14 in the books, be 15 counting this one. Hopefully she gets up and posted today. Comments, we're getting more, and it's much appreciated. Man, them comments, they're the only really feedback that I get from you. I mean, YouTube kind of gives me some numbers to kind of look at, and I can kind of guess and whatnot, but man, you guys see something that you like or interesting or whatever, and it's getting to be more and more and more, but do let me know. Kind of fires me up. It gives a little more to it, if you know what I mean, and yeah, I like that. And I kind of like seeing what some of you guys just plain have to say sometimes. I mean, it's, to be honest with you, it gets kind of boring just talking to a camera and not much talks back to you. And with them comments, and this is my last little note here, I kind of want to know on these end of month videos what you guys would like to see. I know you guys haven't seen my whole operation year round, and that's going to take time. So I mean, you can't say, oh yeah, pull out that 7720 Deere combine. Well, I don't have a 7720 combine, and you got no way of knowing that. However, wheat is coming along, and I'm hoping to bring some combine-ish videos in. I don't have a lot of work to do, but I've got some things that I can start, you know, keeping ahead of the game with. So yeah, be looking forward to that. Yeah, well, this month's July, so it's gonna happen. I've got to be I got to be able to cut by about the 20th, I would say. That doesn't necessarily mean we can start the 20th, but if you don't have your ducks in a row by the 20th, you are behind the game, and that's a place I don't like to be. Well, with that, let's get back to the carburetor. So back to this carburetor. We let her sit for a few minutes and let that oil soak in. Let's see if any better. Man, if you guys do any of this old-timey stuff, and this carburetor is from the 50s, just be gentle with it. I mean, it'll all come given enough little bits of patience. Well, he's not moving yet, so let's go to the next. Let's go to his little pull cord. And yeah, that's free, but not happy. And the video to start this one, and I don't know if it's going to be a thing or not, please do comment when we get there. I'm not going to change the complete direction of the channel, but if you guys do like the up and coming, and you'll know what it is if you watch, let me know, because something I was kind of on the fence about. I mean, it's farm related, but it's not directly impacting. So I mean, it's not something you're going to see every day. There, well, that's loose. See how bad these are. Hey, that one's not even like on there. And I can't remember. I better pull that needle. Some of these, your main needle there goes up and in, and if you pull the, oh, that wasn't even tight. If you pull the, oh, that's just a short jet needle. I don't think that goes into the bowl. I could be wrong. But anyways, if you don't pull some of the main needles, you pull the carb apart, you just bent your needle and destroyed it. And you will never get that to run right. Again, you're better off just finding a new needle and moving on. Someone opened this carburetor up. I don't know, I can't remember if it was me or not. But we're going to see just how horrible it is. Well, there's some dust. That actually looks like it sat in a bath. Let's see if I can get that needle to move. Yep, needle moves. So I mean, he might need a little bit, but he won't need a lot of it. All right. What's this look like? This is nothing sketchy. I mean, it's not clean, don't get me wrong. What I'm going to end up doing is giving this a bit of a good shakedown clean. And then what I tend to do, and someone's going to say, oh, you can't be doing that, it's old stuff. I actually run, I go get the cheapest gas with the most ethanol I can find in it. Because ethanol will melt rust. Takes a while, and it's one of them deals where you've got to be on it. You can't go, okay, yeah, I'm going to go put it in and, you know. Yeah, that ain't too bad either under there. It all needs cleaning, but nothing's horrible. Anyways, if you don't run, you take one of these old carbureted, I mean, and these do have big jets, big inlets, everything's big on these. If you take them and don't keep running them, what will happen is your stuff will settle out and it'll just settle in. And that's where you run into your problem, not so much that, oh yep, he moves too. This is your tube your main tube that actually goes up and into your airstream. But yeah, you got to run them. If you don't run them with ethanol in them, yeah, you will have some issues. But if you're going to get the rust out, ethanol will eat your rust. And I've just had really good luck with it. Another one some people are going to bark at is pressure washer. I am not afraid to pressure wash a fuel tank. Mind you, I don't sit there and go, oh, it's fine, it'll be all right. When I'm done pressure washing, it gets rinsed. It gets, it gets cleaned. I get all the water out because water is your enemy. But it's a great tool for just getting it plain loose, There. Well, this is good. So sometimes you can't pull these main, I'm going to call it a nozzle, out. They're just they're stuck too hard. And there is some spots that he doesn't like moving on. And if you have that, you can't flat plane that, and I am going to flat plane that. And our little Venturi here is going to get just barely squished. And we're not going to take and mill off, 10 thousandths. All we're going to do is put them on a flat plate and clean them up. That's all he's going to get. Well, we're going to put him back in. We're going to let some of that oil soak in. And you'd be surprised how many of these will actually just up and run right off the get-go. Nothing crazy to do. The one thing that is kind of problematic though is you can't surface this one easily, this top. All you can do is get him cleaned up and clean him up nicely so he floats. If you did, you'd have to take your float hinge apart, and that is getting into some stuff that, well, if you're that bad, I think I would maybe not demand a new carburetor, but definitely be thinking, oh, that float's been smashed a little bit. Not bad, but he's definitely been apart. Someone's been there. Well, let's see if we can get our needle apart. If we can get our needle apart, we have a complete carburetor, I'm pretty sure. Kind of nervous. Someone went in there. I hope it was me a long time ago. To be honest with you, this carburetor has made, I think, 3 moves to its final home here. And if it moves from here, there's a good chance that I'm not around no more. Man, that is sticky. Let's see. Well, it's definitely summer. You can hear the flies buzzing. And I know we don't get it like some other places, but that is one critter that I don't have a lot of time for. Well, have you figured out what this is for yet? Told you it come off a combine. It's not going back on a combine. There we go. Patience. Yeah, he definitely needs some love. The needle don't look horrible though. I kind of hope I don't have to go through this or use this top. It should work on this carb without any issues, but the problem with it is oh no, it's the bottom, it's the choke. Huh. Yeah. Still waiting on that choke. Well, I'll use what I have to and get a kit from the shop and put them together. Choke any better, you think? Huh. Well, I think we're just gonna have to let him sit and soak. Well, I think you guys kind of get the idea there. Obviously, we're not gonna rebuild it today, but kind of know what we got. Kind of know we got a full carburetor, so our project will be able to continue down the road. Well, with that, I think I'm going to say thanks for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing us around. All that stuff really helps the channel. Yeah, leave any comments below. Don't be shy. Even if you think it's a little bit constructive criticism, I'm a big boy. I can take some. I don't like bullying, but there's a difference between someone saying, hey, you know, you could really be doing this instead of this. Well, maybe not. You know, I mean, it's always good to have another look from outside the box. That's progress. So don't be shy to comment if you think, well, maybe I shouldn't. Well, maybe you shouldn't word it that way. You know, it's going to be more than I would say anything else. I think you guys are all a pretty good bunch of people out there. We haven't had our trolls yet, so. And if they do come, I kind of hope you guys kind of take care of it. But yeah, with that, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Have a great day.